As I stand here at the steps of Children's Mercy Park, a very important derby between Sporting Kansas City and St. Louis City SC will take place tomorrow. And it's becoming increasingly important as, a couple weeks ago, you're looking at undefeated St. Louis City SC and a Kansas City side that had still yet to win, that you have to really find progress. But now here on the eve of the derby, you have a St. Louis City squad that has lost two in a row, a St. Louis City squad that is desperate for goals, desperate for a win, and a Sporting Kansas City squad that fired Peter Vermees this past week. Interim manager Kerry Zavinen will be overseeing this match. And while you would maybe not expect to see a ton of changes for SKC, it's at least a change in how they approach this match, maybe a change in personnel, maybe a change in just how things look, their mentality that's winless in the last 13 games. So important match, as much as a derby is important for both sides, right? No one wants to lose a derby. Everyone wants to win a derby, but one that has increasingly become important for both squads here as they look to, really re-energize their season and get back on the right track here at match day 7. It's hard to say that this is a must win. It's hard to say that any match on the 7th match of the season is a must win, but for a St. Louis squad that's lost back to back, like I said, that has been held scoreless in back to back, and is just very much looking forward to really converting on some genuinely good buildups. That's something diving into the numbers ahead of this match. Both squads have had some decent buildups, but have really just failed in the final third to take advantage. Looking at XG numbers and XG per shot, Sporting Kansas City have yet to register a great XG shot compared to their buildup, and while St. Louis have drastically underperformed what's expected of them as well. So it isn't just two squads that are not necessarily playing up to their expectations, but two squads that are really failing to take advantage of the positions that they're setting themselves into. So someone is going to leave here tomorrow. Of course, not jinxing a scoreless draw, but somebody's going to leave here tomorrow very happy to have scored, very happy to maybe start to turn the season around. For St. Louis, they had back-to-back home matches against Columbus and Vancouver. They've had a tough run of games here to start the season. But coming here against Sporting Kansas City, they have to take advantage of opponents that are struggling in form. They took advantage of the Galaxy earlier this year in LA. They took advantage of a struggling Seattle squad when they came to St. Louis. And while they've had, of course, struggles, a scoreless draw with San Diego, a draw with Colorado, the loss to Philly, the loss last week to Austin, this is a prime opportunity. But you have to hope that, of course, derby mentality, it's going to be an intense match. Both squads need the win, playing for a win, playing to just get some progress out of this match. And it'll be one to watch tomorrow.